Welcome everyone to a game that just released today by the name of Disjunction. It's a cyberpunk pixel graphic game. It's an RPG and also a stealth game if you so choose to play that way, which I will. You get to play as 3 characters. They're all up here. This character is your stealthy one for the most part. This guy's your brute, all-out assault guy, and this is your mix of the two, kinda. But I'm looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to it ever since I've seen it played by a YouTuber by the name of Veriatrix TV. He introduced me to a lot of these indie games via his Let's Try series, and this one intrigued me a lot because I grown to enjoy this type of game. I played one kind of like this by the name of Dex a few years back, and that was pretty good, so I expect no less from this. It's made by Ape Tribe and published by Sold Out. So let's get into it right now. New game. It has voice acting as well, which is a nice touch. November 19th, 2048, New York City. Looking forward to this. Cyberpunk. Been on the cyberpunk kick lately. Still playing through Cyberpunk 2077. This is Elaine Chin with your evening news broadcast. Clashes between police and Central City residents continued this week after the shocking murder of decorated NYC officer Samuel Lewis by controversial Central City community leader Lamar Hubbard. Officer Lewis stopped Hubbard near the border of Central City after an anonymous tip that Hubbard was carrying the new illicit drug known as Shard on his possession. Tip: hover over orange text to display additional information. Let's do that. Central City, a shelter for those in need. Central City is a crowded settlement of shacks and shanties spread across Central Park area. Thousands of homeless New Yorkers erected the shanty town after the economic collapse of 2039, when it became clear that they had nowhere else to go. Violent clashes with the authorities ensued, but the park's inhabitants were able to gain widespread public support for their plight. In light of this, the mayor allowed the shanty town to remain, and it gained near complete autonomy along with the name Central City. Today, this refuge for the downtrodden is also a haven for all sorts of crime. There's your nice setup for that. Lamar Hubbard is a respected pillar of the community. He is one of the Central City's most important leaders. He has been a moderating influence on the more radical elements, sharing his turf, but has taken hard stances to protect his constituents in the past. His dedication to Central City is unquestionable, and he is well known among the locals for his honesty and integrity. Shards, a new kind of highly addictive synthetic drug. Shard has devastated New York City from the streets of the penthouses. It is a dangerous neuropsychostimulant that directly increases the activity of the central nervous system and produces feelings of euphoria. The origin of the drug is mysterious, as nobody knows how to manufacture it, and no major Shard dealers have yet been arrested. And there's our backstory. Hubbard allegedly shot Officer Lewis 6 times before seeking refuge in his Central City compound. A SWAT raid apprehended Hubbard later that same day. Gotta move over so I can see the rest of this text. More Shard was found on the premises, prompting investigators to believe that the drug originates in Central City. Hubbard continues to claim innocence. In other news, Mayor Montgomery is expected to make a decision soon on whether to sign a major contract with defense contractor Bishop Cross. Bishop Cross, or Kraus, has offered to deploy cybernetically enhanced security personnel in New York and Central City to deal with the crime epidemic plaguing both areas. Mayor Montgomery was elected in 2045 by a very slight margin. Kenneth Montgomery is the current mayor of New York City. Despite his efforts to keep the city running smoothly, public support has dropped for him over the years, and he is widely regarded as weak and ineffective. He's desperate for anything that might boost his popularity ahead of the elections next year. Sounds familiar. Bishop Krause, a conglomerate of Bishop Defense Services and Krause Industries. Bishop Krause Incorporated is North America's largest defense contractor. It operates within a large number of different business segments, including the private security, weapons production, materials science, and cybernetics research. Based in New York City, Bishop Krause is a major provider of security personnel to corporations and local governments across the city. Political pressure is weighing heavily on Mayor Montgomery as popular sentiment from New Yorkers slowly but surely shift in favor of the contract. And there's our opening story. The city is at odds with its mayor. And here we are. Oh, let's get up. Oh. Move using the WASD keys and move your crosshair using the mouse. Let's answer the phone. Press space. Frank, it's Sybil. You know what this is about? Okay, for what I remember in the demo, there was voice acting on this. I guess they took the voice acting out. But Sybil is the wife of Lamar. She's the wife of the mayor, I guess. Sybil Hubbard is a grassroots organizer in Central City who manages several of the town's functions. She's blunt in her manner but maintains a reputation for getting things done. A former public interest lawyer, she is one of the Central City's most resourceful and outspoken activists. Frank, it's Sybil. You know what this is about? Yeah, I was wondering when you'd call. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. It's been almost a week. I know Lamar didn't do it, and you do too. He hated cops, but he never killed one. We can't wait for the lawyers to deal with this. It'll take months, and it's too easy to hide things. Lamar will never get clear without help. What do we have to go on? There are no public witnesses, and there's no evidence that we have access to. I'm going to say that. Isn't this your job? You're a private investigator. How about you do some fucking investigating? Anyway, I think I might have something. We didn't think anything of it at first, but it can't just be a coincidence. What are you talking about? There's a new nonprofit clinic that opened up in Central City a few months ago, offering top-notch care for free. We were suspicious. Nothing in Central is free. A couple of our people went there to get treated and told us it was the real deal. A few weeks went by, and some of those same people started getting arrested. I didn't make the connection until Lamar. He went there just last month, and now they've got him too. What do you mean they've got him? Are you saying that a nonprofit clinic set Lamar up somehow? That's what I'm going to say. I don't know, but it all just seems a little coincidental to me. We have nothing else, Frank. Okay, I'll look into the clinic. Okay, I'll look into it. Thanks, Frank. I really appreciate it. Sure, the news mentioned Lamar was found with a shard on him. Do you know anything about that? I know for a fact that he wasn't found with it because we don't deal with that shit directly. We let shard into Central City, but we didn't mess with the dealers. They're all small time anyway, and as far as I know, none of them know where shard actually comes from. If Lamar was framed, I don't understand his connection with the clinic or with Shard. I'll go to the clinic tonight after it closes and see what I can find. Frank, try not to be too overt. I want you to stay out of sight and just get the information we're after. No bodies, all right? Sure. I'm not a maniac. I'll do what I have to do. Sure. Watch your back, Frank. If Lamar really was framed, you might be walking into a hornet's nest. Keep those cyber eyes of yours peeled and let me know what you find. Bye, Sib. I don't like that there was no voice acting there. The voice acting was decent in the demo. I don't know what's going on there. All right, I can hear myself think a little bit. So, you can look around this guy's apartment or wherever he stays. Can't really look out. There you go. Not a bad sight. Guess we're getting out of here. There is no saving. The game saves for you. All right, we're on our way to the Shard. Frank's apartment. To the clinic. I can't believe I used to be against this art style in games. I didn't used to play these types. But I've since eased up and I've enjoyed them. And this is because a lot of these can be gems. I guess the game will tell me if I need to be stealthy. Oh, and I can be. All right, there's our first guy. All right, now we can hold down C to sneak. Sneaking eliminates the noise you make while moving and reveals enemy cones, vision cones. Sneak past the guard in this room. Try to stay hidden in the shadows, as this will reduce the guard's vision cone. So I'm just gonna sneak by him. I guess the game will let me know when combat comes up. Press left mouse button to perform a non-lethal melee attack. And press right mouse button to perform a lethal ranged attack. If you strike an enemy from behind with a melee, it will be a sneak attack that deals double damage. That's what we're gonna do. Love that. Press space to interact. Got a key card. And that's how we hide bodies. I'm liking it already. Stand on uplink nodes in order to save your progress. Can only be activated once. And that's how you save your game. Your abilities are displayed at the bottom of the screen. Your passive ability is Deadeye. This allows you to strike with increased effectiveness, doubling the damage of your first attack every 10 seconds. Should be wondering where his buddy is. This guy here. Let's keep moving. Is there anything that looks like we can take up there? Not really. This is gonna get me killed a lot. So I didn't do Deadeye like they wanted me to. Your first ability is Shock Bolter. Oh. This ability allows you to fire a silent projectile towards your crosshair, stunning an enemy for 4 seconds. Press E to activate shot. So I'm using the controller. So left bump. What's done is done. Enter wounds healing, 20 points. Press B to activate first aid. I didn't really need it, but all right, let's hide behind here. What? Whoops. Alright. The dude is knocked out. Now we can knock this piece of garbage out. Alright. Didn't mean to do that. What's it, B? Alright, let's keep going. That was a waste of a grenade. So we got objectives in the upper left that I just now noticed. Press to open the menu and press tab. Frank Monroe, that's the character we're playing. Weapons, tactical, 15 points. Is a revolver. There's 25 points of lethal damage. Activates automatically. Objectives. Okay, we passed through the level. Okay. All right, let's move on forward. And that will do it for the first part of Disjunction. We will continue in the next one as we continue to navigate this clinic. I'll catch you then.